for the last series that we had on excellence in Dubai. How earth-shaking and world-transforming was that for you?
For me, it was definitely a big confirmation. You know, it brought home to me the fact that sometimes we have these thoughts at different stages in our life, and for whatever reason, self-doubt, lack of courage, fear, we don't act upon them. And for what we encountered in our last series in terms of just making a move, if you have something to do, just do it. And really also what it also drove home to me was the fact that it pays to do things as a collective. Everyone can shine in their own way, but it definitely pays to do things as a collective. So definitely a lot to think about there, brother, definitely.
And it was very refreshing, was it not, to see so many of our people who have left the West and have established themselves in the UAE and are now just like, you know, individuals standing at the top of a building, just pulling people up so that others can be just exposed. Because, you know, the UAE might not necessarily be the final destination, but it's a step, you know, out of an environment that generally is not very best suited to our requirements or to our ultimate objectives, you know, because just to live somewhere because your parents, you know, lived there and emigrated, not necessarily the best reason for your life.
No.
You know, most of us who live in the UK, we're here because our parents were invited after the Second World War under the guise that there was opportunity, but there really was just buildings that were bombed that needed rebuilding and an infrastructure that needed reconstruction. And the labor force that was in the Caribbean and in Africa, obviously the former colonial powers invited our parents. So our parents came here with a view of raising some money and going back home. They got stuck. They gave birth to many of us, and hence too many of us see living in the West as our destiny, where it might not necessarily be so. So I like the fact that that last series helped us, you know, to segue back into exploration, if you will, of a planet that is vast, you know, and will accommodate us if we have the mettle, if you will, or if we have the strength of character to, as our parents did, you know, start afresh here in Europe. We can start afresh in Asia, in the Far East, in the Middle East, in the Caribbean, and in Africa. So that brings me to our discussion today, where we're exploring China, Asia, the Far East.